What's going on, guys? My name is Rapid Instincts, and this is how to use the tank effectively in Battlefield 3. Now, these are some of the topics that we're going to be going over. The weak points of the tank, the strong points of the tank, eliminating distant enemies, switching turrets, repairing your tank, and posting up. Now, the first topic we're going to be going over is the weak points of the tank. Now, many of you played Battlefield Bad Company 2, as me, like me. You already know how to use the tank, but these are for the guys that are new to Battlefield and just to help these guys out. Now, the weak points of the tank are going to be the sides, like the tracks, and the back. Those are the two weakest points. But the weakest out of the two is the rear. There's less protection there. It'll take 2 to 3 shots to blow someone up from shooting them in the rear, and it'll take about 3 to 4 shots to blow somebody up and shooting them in the tracks. Now, you don't always have to use a tank to blow up another tank. You can absolutely shoot them with the RPG, and you'll blow them up. Now let's get on to the strong points. The strong points are just the front. That's the only strong point you have. So always make sure, as you can see right now, I like to picture the little icon down at the bottom of the screen while you're in the tank as an arrow. Always have the arrow pointing towards your enemy, directly at them. So the only spot that they can shoot you is the front. So you'll always win the battle if you're shooting them in the side. So make sure you always do that. And as you can see right here, I'm shooting this tank in the back with a small. Back to the weak points. So as you can see, it's not, or you can still blow it up with 2 shots. So now we've covered the weak points, the strong points. Now let's get on to eliminating distant enemies. Now, if you have to get this perk unlocked, specialization unlocked for your vehicles. You can zoom optics by hitting RB, and you can take them out from a freaking ridiculously long distance. So if you have the ability, if you have, I guess, the knowledge to know how to compensate for distance and the drop of the shell coming out of your tank, I advise you do it because you have less of a chance of getting hit yourself. So if you have, like I said, if you have the knowledge on knowing how to compensate, do that, and you have to get the zoom optics unlocked, and you stand less risk of getting hit yourself. All right, now let's go over switching turrets. Now, you have 2 turrets you can switch to. This is another specialization. You have your first one, which is the shell, and then you have your second one, which you can have an LMG or an HMG. The LMG is a more automatic. The HMG is more of like a 50 cal, just going like doom, 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 which I advise the HMG because it's like a 2-hit kill. So always switch optics when the enemy jumps out of their tanks before it's about to blow up. That's what I always do, so I still get the kill and kill that enemy, so he won't come and like try to destroy me, or he won't go and repair his tank and catch me off guard. So always switch optics. As you can see in this clip right here, I'm absolutely going to town on these guys because I'm switching optics. It's a very, very good thing to use. You switch optics by hitting Y. Like I said, you have to have it as a specialization. So make sure you have the specialization before you go trying, or else you're just going to get another shell on you. So the next thing we're going to go over is repairing. Now, the only way you can repair is if you're an engineer or if you have the maintenance specialization. Now, the maintenance specialization allows you to get an automatic repair, I think when you're below 75%, because if you're below or if you're above 75%, you automatically repair. But just to be safe, always jump out of your tank after engaging the enemy and destroying them and repair your tank. Now, when you're on fire, when your tank is on fire, your health for your tank continuously goes down. So make sure you repair it or you're going to blow up. So if you're sitting in your tank and you're like, why the heck does my health keep going down? Now you know. Your tank catches on fire and it keeps deteriorating your health for your tank, and eventually will lead to your death. So now let's go over posting up. Now, what I mean by posting up is getting your angle on the enemy before the enemy gets an angle on you. Now, and another thing what I mean by that is back to the little icon down at the bottom of the screen, which is your tank that is on the screen. Always make sure when you go to post up to engage an enemy, make sure you're always pointing straight towards the enemy, so that way they don't get an angle on you on your tracks or on your back. And never, I've seen this a bunch of times, never drive backwards. I've seen so many guys doing that, and I have destroyed them. I don't know why they would do that, but do not do that. So make sure that your arrow is always pointing towards the enemy, so the only place they have to hit is the front of your tank. So in return, you get the kill and the destroy. So those are the biggest things that you need to know about and how to use the tank effectively, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more, and I will talk to you guys later.